Water is often recognized as the most common and safest substance on Earth. However, occasionally bizarre water phenomena can make you never want to approach a body of water again. Join us as we look at phenomena that are sure to challenge your intellect, test our comprehension, and pique our sense of adventure in the enormous tapestry of our planet's aquatic treasures. Here are the 15 weirdest, strangest, and most dangerous water phenomena in the world. Number 15, gushing tree of Montenegro. You know what? There's this crazy thing that happens in this little town called Denosa in Montenegro. Picture this, an old, towering mulberry tree, but it's not just any tree. Once a year, it starts gushing out water like a busted water pipe. Yeah, we know it sounds wild, but it's been going on since the 90s. The locals have all sorts of tales about it. Some say the tree's got this magical ability to quench your thirst just by touching it, thanks to a spring underneath it. Some even say it's because of some sacred pact the tree made with the spirits of the nearby woods, or some ancient village rituals. But the visitors, they come in droves to see this crazy water show. They fill their bottles, probably think they're getting some enchanted water or something. Just one tip, if you're planning a visit, you might want to carry an umbrella because the tree's waterworks can get pretty unpredictable. And the scientists? They say the tree's got an underground connection to a spring, which is how the water gets up and gushes out. However it works, it sure is a sight to see. Number 14, razor-sharp shards. Have you ever thought about lakes as these calm bodies of water with little waves lapping on the shore? Well, wait till you hear about this crazy place in Turkey, Lake Sildir. This is no ordinary lake. Let me tell you about the aquatic dagger show. Yes, daggers. When winter comes around and the temperatures drop, this lake starts freezing up. But not the usual smooth ice skating kind of freeze. No way. The ice here turns into these crazy, sharp, shiny shards. They catch the sunlight and look like a whole bunch of ice daggers just glittering away. Kind of feels like you've walked into a scene from a fantasy movie. But you gotta be careful, these things are sharp. So you might be wondering what the deal is with these icicle daggers, or ice needles as they're often called. They usually show up in winter when the lake's surface freezes over. It's like the lake is putting on a show, creating these delicate needle-like structures that pierce the ice and point towards the sky, all from interacting with the water below. The brainy scientists have cracked the mystery behind this wild occurrence. They say it's all about supercooled water, which stays liquid even after it's supposed to freeze because it's so pure and doesn't have any stuff in it to kickstart the freezing process. When this supercooled water rises and meets the freezing surface, that's it. You get these amazing, sharp, needle-like structures. Number 13, Lake Manitoba. So, you've heard of tropical beaches, right? Well, picture the exact opposite. It's in Canada. Yes, the place known for its maple syrup and ice hockey. We're going to Lake Manitoba, but it's not your average summer spot. This lake is a crazy mix of winter and spring. You know when you can't decide whether to go for a hot or cold drink and you end up with lukewarm coffee? It's kind of like that with this lake. It can't decide if it wants to be frozen solid or not. You've got temperatures going from freezing to thawing, and it turns the lake into a mix of ice, snow, and water. It's like nature tried making a massive slushie, but forgot to hit the blend button. You'd be paddling through a giant icy drink. Just imagine that. So how does this happen, you ask? It's a mad mix of weather, natural forces, and a touch of winter whimsy. The lake's surface tries to freeze in the extreme cold, but it's too chilly to form a perfect sheet of ice. You end up with this weird mix of tiny ice crystals and half-frozen water. It's like a giant icy mix, stirred by Mother Nature's own spoon. Walking around the lake, you'd want to touch the ice and maybe even taste it. And you can. It's safe and gives you a one-of-a-kind cool thrill. But don't let that fool you. You've got to be careful, just like you would around any frozen lake. Check the ice's stability and thickness before you step on it. Safety first, fun second. Number 12, the mysterious underwater crop circles. Toyama Bay in Japan isn't just your run-of-the-mill aquatic attraction, it's home to something a bit out of the ordinary. Picture this, beautiful, mysterious circles appearing and disappearing on the seafloor like something out of a sci-fi movie. These underwater crop circles were first discovered by a diver named Yoji Okata back in 1995, and they've been causing a stir ever since. Now, would you believe us if we told you that these huge circles, about 7 feet across, are made by a tiny fish? Yes, the artist behind these marine masterpieces is none other than the Japanese pufferfish, also known as takifugu rubripes. These little guys, barely 5 inches long, flap their fins and disrupt the sediment on the sea floor to create these patterns. Talk about precision and patience, but why all this effort, you ask? Well, it's all in the name of love. These circles are like the pufferfish version of a dating profile. When a circle is ready, female pufferfish come over to check it out. If they're impressed, they mate with the male. What exactly they're looking for, though, remains a bit of a mystery. The story gets even cooler. After the eggs are laid and fertilized in the center of the circles, the females peace out, and the males stick around for about a week, possibly to protect the eggs. But that's not the end of it. These underwater circles are unique in 3 ways. They have radially aligned ridges and valleys. The males jazz them up with shell fragments, and they collect fine sediments to give the circle a special look and color. Sadly, these works of art aren't permanent. They get washed away by the currents after a while, probably because the fine sediment in the area gets used up. So, the male pufferfish have to start from scratch and build new circles elsewhere. This whole process is similar to what some animals like bowerbirds do. They build bowers or display sites to impress their potential mates. The circles might be serving a similar purpose, but there's still a lot we don't know. And did we mention the pufferfish's genome? It's the shortest of any vertebrate species. It's like a mini version of the human genome, making it easier to study and analyze. In fact, the Fugu Genome Project was started back in 1989, and the Fugu genome was the first vertebrate genome to be sequenced and assembled after the human genome. Comparing the two has given us some pretty cool insights into how genomes have evolved over the last 450 million years. Number 11. The boiling river of the Amazon. Forget your average hot tubs, folks. There is a river that is hotter than your morning cup of coffee in the Amazon rainforest. We come across the boiling river deep within the wild Peruvian Amazon. There, steam rises from the boiling water, creating an otherworldly scene that will make you think twice before taking a dip. As scientists struggle to explain how a river can reach temperatures of up to 200 degrees Fahrenheit, this extraordinary aquatic anomaly remains a geological mystery. There are numerous rumors of underground geothermal activity and hidden volcanoes, but the real cause is still unknown. Although this might just be the place for you if you're up for a hot, steamy adventure and have a penchant for extreme heat. Just remember to bring plenty of sunscreen with you because the heat isn't just from the sun. The bubbling stream, referred to locally as Shanai Timpishka, extends roughly 4 miles long, a singing feeder that stands as a demonstration of the phenomenal powers at work underneath the world's surface. It has a temperature that is higher than what makes water boil, making it a literal hotbed of curiosity and danger. The boiling river's mystery has been investigated by scientists in an effort to discover its secrets. Although the precise geological mechanisms behind this phenomenon are still poorly understood, the most prevalent theory holds that the river's waters are being heated by underground volcanic activity. The unique interaction between hydrothermal vents and geothermal heat sources causes the water to boil and bubble, sending steam into the air. The brave and well-prepared are the only ones who should attempt to enter the boiling river's waters. Any living thing that dares to get too close could be seriously hurt by the scorching temperatures there. The boiling river, on the other hand, is home to a wide variety of plants and animals that have adapted to the harsh environment. Unique species of bacteria and microorganisms that thrive in these scorching temperatures have been discovered by researchers. Number 10. The glowing waves of Vadhu Island. You won't believe the incredible sight that awaits you as we cruise towards Vadhu Island in the Maldives. Get ready to witness a mind-blowing light show like no other. Picture this. As we arrive on the island, the ocean waves start illuminating the beach in a dazzling ballet of light. It's like something out of a fairy tale. So, here's the deal. There are these tiny creatures called phytoplankton, and they have this amazing ability to emit light through a chemical reaction in their bodies. And guess what? The waters near Vadhu Island are teeming with a particular type of phytoplankton called dinoflagellates, and they are the true stars of this show. When these dinoflagellates get all stirred up by the movement of the water, they release bursts of bioluminescent light. It's like they're putting on their own personal fireworks display just for us. And let us tell you, it's absolutely mesmerizing. And the best part is that this breathtaking phenomenon isn't limited to Vadhu Island alone. Similar displays of bioluminescence can be found in various other parts of the world. But there's something truly special about Vadhu Island. Maybe it's the combination of the moonlight casting its gentle glow, the rhythmic waves, and the abundance of those amazing dinoflagellates that make it so extraordinary. So get ready to have your breath taken away as you set foot on Vadhu Island. It's an experience you'll remember forever, and it'll make you appreciate the wonders of our planet in a whole new way. Number 9. World's most powerful tidal current. Get ready to dive into the wild and whirling waters of the maelstrom of Saltstraumen in Norway. Think of it as a giant, powerful whirlpool that'll give you both thrills and chills. Imagine a narrow strait in Norway where two big bodies of water, the Saltfjord and Skirstadfjord, meet. When the tides change every 6 hours, things get interesting. The water starts swirling, much like a giant blender. This maelstrom of Saltstraumen is no joke. It's one of the strongest tidal currents in the world, with currents zooming at speeds of up to 25 miles per hour. That's faster than a cheetah running. This powerful whirlpool is as wide as 2 miles and can go as deep as 490 feet. While it might seem exciting, the maelstrom is no playground. Even experienced sailors need to be super careful when navigating through these crazy waters. The currents are so strong that they can flip boats like pancakes if they're not careful. Somehow, the maelstrom of Saltstraumen has its own fan club of brave adventurers who love to get up close and personal with this whirling giant. Specially designed boats take them right into the heart of the action. Sounds very much like being in a real-life roller coaster, but with water instead of tracks. Legend has it that the maelstrom has a mysterious side too. People have told tales of ships being sucked into its depths and mythical sea creatures lurking below. It adds an extra layer of mystery and excitement to this already amazing phenomenon. Do you think you would dare to go near the maelstrom? Rethink your sense of adventure and let us know in the comments. Number 8. The Vortex of the 7 Whirlpools. Hang on close, people, since we're going to wander into the slippery waters of the Naruto waterway in Japan, where the Vortex of the 7 Whirlpools is. Due to the clash of tides and currents, these enormous whirlpools can have a diameter of up to 20 meters and spin like water tornadoes. 7 whirling whirlpools appear as the tides change, hypnotizing all who dare to witness their immense power. These enormous vortexes can reach depths of 30 meters, scaring even the bravest of adventurers. The unique geography and tidal dynamics of the Naruto Strait are the cause of the Vortex of 7 Whirlpools. By directing water through a narrow channel and establishing a natural pressure system, the strait itself serves as a bottleneck. A massive vortex is created when the Seto inland sea's rushing water and the Pacific Ocean's incoming tidal current collide during the rising and falling tides. In addition to being a sight to behold, these whirling whirlpools are evidence of the immense forces at work. Any vessel that dares to get too close to the powerful currents and eddies that make up the vortexes is in for a dangerous environment because they can reach speeds of up to 20 kilometers per hour. It's as if nature decided to build its very own amusement park with fast water slides and twists and turns that make you feel like you're going to jump. However, thrill seekers should not attempt these aquatic roller coasters. It would definitely be ill-advised to attempt to navigate these powerful vortexes without expert assistance. Number 7. The Blood Falls. Get ready to hear about something straight out of a horror flick. There's this seriously eerie phenomenon happening in Antarctica called the Blood Falls. Just the name alone gives you chills, right? Back in 1911, an Australian geologist named Griffith Taylor stumbled upon the Blood Falls. Can you imagine his reaction? A blood-red waterfall flowing down the Taylor Glacier. It must have felt like stumbling upon a crime scene. But hold on, there's a fascinating and slightly terrifying reason behind its appearance. You see, hidden beneath the Taylor Glacier lies a subglacial lake. And this ancient lake has been cut off from the outside world for millions of years. What makes it so special is its incredibly high salt and iron content. Despite the freezing temperatures, The water remains liquid due to its extreme salinity. Now, when this water makes its way to the edge of the glacier, it interacts with the oxygen-rich atmosphere, and things start to get wild. Chemical reactions start happening, and that's what gives the water its blood-red color. The iron in the water oxidizes upon contact with the air, producing iron oxide, the same stuff that gives rust its reddish hue. It's the combination of the iron concentration and the oxidation process that makes the water resemble blood. And let us tell you, against the backdrop of the pristine white ice terrain, it creates a seriously eerie and otherworldly sight. But here's the kicker. The origin and age of the water that feeds the bloodfalls are still shrouded in mystery. Scientists are dying to know when it first formed and how long the water has been flowing through this crimson waterfall. Recent studies suggest that the subglacial lake might have been trapped beneath the glacier for up to 1 million years. This discovery opens up a whole new realm of possibilities for scientists to explore extreme habitats and the potential existence of life in such isolated and harsh environments. Who knows what secrets the bloodfalls may hold? The bloodfalls in Antarctica is a chilling reminder of the mysterious and awe-inspiring forces that shape our planet. Number 6. The boiling lake. What results from the union of a volcanic crater and sweltering heat? The boiling lake, located deep within Dominica's Morne Trois Pitons National Park, holds the key. The steam billowing from this turquoise-colored geothermal energy brew's bubbling cauldron surface like a never-ending hot spring is a sight to behold. But thrill-seekers, don't be deceived by its peaceful exterior. The boiling lake is anything from serene. Given that the lake's temperature can exceed the boiling point of water, its name aptly expresses the amazement of this natural phenomenon. It feels as though you've entered a different world when you finally see the boiling lake, a place where the fundamental rules of nature appear to be dissolving. The lake, which has a diameter of more than 200 feet, is roiling with unrelenting vigor. Its surface is covered in a cauldron of boiling water, and a cloud of billowing steam hides its inside. The boiling lake is said to be the product of volcanic fumaroles, openings in the Earth's crust where gases and steam are released. This captivating and dangerous volume of water was created over time by the accumulation of a huge reservoir of hot water. So it's advisable to admire this fiery masterpiece from a safe distance unless you have a strong urge to test your heat tolerance. Now, it's time for today's subscriber pick. One of our subscribers shared an image with us that has always left him in awe as the weirdest water phenomenon to wrap your head around. We're talking about the edge, where the Atlantic and Pacific Ocean meet. These are the two oceans that straight up refuse to mix. Their difference in water density, temperature, and salt levels allow them to coexist without mixing with each other. The result is a stark contrast of two colors separating the two oceans and leaving every spectator in awe. For centuries, mariners have braved the rough seas and unforgiving conditions, striving to conquer this mythical passage. Cape Horn is the spot where the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans meet. This route, known as the Sailor's Everest, has become a symbol of courage, endurance, and seamanship. Sailors who successfully round Cape Horn are greeted with a sense of accomplishment and join an elite group of seafarers who have triumphed over one of nature's greatest challenges. Number 5. The Petrifying Well. Let us talk about the lovely English town of Knaresborough in North Yorkshire. Here you will find something truly fascinating in the middle of its charming cobblestone streets and rich history, the Petrifying Well. Don't let its ordinary appearance fool you, because this well has a mind-blowing story behind it. You won't believe it, but the water that flows from this well has developed an incredible talent over time. It can actually turn regular objects into stone. No, we're not talking about some failed alchemical experiment or magic trick. It's all thanks to a process called mineralization, where water evaporates and leaves behind a thin layer of minerals that gradually turn things into stone. Imagine this. As you visit the Petrifying Well, you can witness the slow transformation of ordinary items into solid, frozen sculptures. Toys, teddy bears, hats, you name it. It's like walking through a time capsule, where everything seems frozen in place or trapped in a curious way. The objects take on an eerily accurate and beautiful appearance, like nature's very own gallery of sculptures. And guess what? Nature itself is the artist behind it all. Pretty cool, right? Now, let's be clear, this is no quick process. It takes a painfully long time. We're talking several months or even years for objects to fully petrify. But that's what makes it even more special. Every petrified object you see has gone through years and years of nature's craftsmanship. It's a testament to the patience and beauty of the natural world. So, if you ever find yourself in Yorkshire, make sure to seize the opportunity to visit the Petrifying Well. Who knows? Maybe you'll even be tempted to turn your favorite pair of sneakers into a stone masterpiece. It's a sight that will leave you in awe of the wonders hidden within our world. Number 4. The Blue Hole of Belize. Dive into the Belizean coast's crystal-clear waters, and you'll come face-to-face with the Blue Hole, an underwater wonder. Any water fan or would-be mermaid would find this subterranean sinkhole, made famous by the legendary Jacques Cousteau, to be a captivating sight. With its eerie depths and deep blue color, the Blue Hole is like a portal to another world. As you descend into its depths, you'll see an underwater world populated by stalactites, fascinating marine life, and a sense of mystery. Even experienced divers are amazed by the hole's flawless round shape, which is nearly 300 meters across and 124 meters deep. But there's a catch. Delving into the Blue Hole's depths calls for expertise and experience. The dive is not for the faint of heart because the currents and depths can be punishing. The Blue Hole has appeal outside of the scuba diving community. Those who are fortunate enough to see it from the air describe it as having stunning colors that stand out against the blue waters below. The immensity and alluring splendor of this natural wonder can be seen from a different angle thanks to helicopter tours and scenic flights. Number 3. The Salt Flats of Salar de Uyuni. What on earth do salt flats have to do with water phenomena, you ask? Allow us to present you to the Salar de Uyuni in Bolivia's unearthly beauty. This enormous salt plain extends as far as the eye can see, resulting in a captivating environment that becomes reflective during the rainy season. The Salar de Uyuni is the largest salt flat in the world, covering an astounding 4,086 square miles. It is a stunning expanse that appears to go on forever into the distance. The mirror-like aspect of the Salar de Uyuni is among its most amazing characteristics. The salt flats are covered in a thin layer of water during the rainy season, turning the area into a vast reflective surface. The perfectly mirrored sky, clouds, and surrounding mountains give off the bizarre and alluring appearance of an upside-down world. It provides endless opportunities to shoot beautiful reflections and fantastical compositions, making it a photographer's heaven. But underneath their crystalline surface, the salt flats hide additional mysteries. The greatest lithium supply in the world, a key material used in batteries and several industries, is located beneath the salt crust. More than half of the world's lithium reserves are found in the Salar de Uyuni, which makes it a crucial center for the production of lithium worldwide. Number 2. The Bubblegum Pink Lakes. All right, get ready to dive into the wonderfully wacky world of bubblegum pink lakes. We're about to embark on a journey that'll make your taste buds tingle. These lakes, like Australia's famous Lake Hillier and Senegal's captivating Lake Retba, will have you craving something sweet in no time. So, what's the secret behind these vibrant bodies of water? Well, it's a combination of factors like high salt concentration, algae, and bacteria that give them their mesmerizing pink tint. It's like nature's very own color-shifting magic show, both captivating and a little bit bizarre. Just imagine strolling along the shore of a pink lake, feeling like you've stumbled into a candy-filled fantasy world. But hey, let's resist the urge to take a nibble, all right? Now here's the star of the show, Dunaliella salina, a bacteria that absolutely loves salty environments. It's mostly responsible for the lake's eye-catching pink hue. This tiny single-celled alga boasts a reddish-pink pigment that helps it absorb sunlight like a champ. When the conditions are just right, lots of sunshine, high saltiness, and ideal temperatures, Dunaliella salina population explodes, turning the lakes into a breathtaking display of pink colors. But these bubblegum pink lakes offer more than just beauty. Thanks to their high salt content, they're packed with minerals like calcium, magnesium, and potassium, which are great for your body and skin. That's why many visitors flock to these lakes for some indulgent mud baths. And hey, If you're really craving an encounter that feels like stepping into a whimsical dream, make sure to check out the bubblegum pink lakes of Spain. Trust us, they'll make you feel like you've stumbled upon enormous bowls of strawberry ice cream, minus the sweet taste. It's an experience that'll leave you with a sugar rush for the eyes and a revitalized glow for the skin. Number 1. Devil's Kettle. Hold on to your snorkels, folks, because we're revisiting Minnesota for a grand finale that'll leave you awestruck. We're heading straight for the magical Judge C.R. Magny State Park. You see, there's a waterfall there that splits in two, and one half just disappears into a seemingly bottomless hole known as the Devil's Kettle. The Devil's Kettle, found right next to the Brule River, is a sight to behold and truly baffles the mind. Here's what happens. The river splits into two separate paths as it flows over a ledge of volcanic rock. One path continues on like a regular river, but the other one plunges into this deep cylindrical hole and just vanishes. For years now, scientists and curiosity-driven folks have been scratching their heads, wondering where on earth the water goes. There have been some theories floated around, but none of them have been proven definitively. Some people speculate that the water might resurface somewhere else due to subsurface connections, or maybe even underground channels. There's another hypothesis that suggests a giant underground whirlpool that just sucks up the water and carries it off somewhere unknown. However, without any concrete evidence to back them up, these theories only add to the intrigue. So if you're up for an off-the-beaten-path kind of adventure and ready to delve into the mysterious, then you should definitely check out the perplexing Devil's Kettle at the Judge C.R. Magny State Park. Which of these water phenomena blew your mind? Let us know in the comments. Bon voyage, and remember, the world's watery wonders await. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.